All right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jay with my other co-host
S.
and of course my other one.
And you got Chris, baby.
You got Chris, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Chris. We want to know. We heard you're closing tomorrow. How's it going?
Yeah. So you're closing tomorrow, and actually, there was a point today where I was like, "Oh shit, we might not."
Oh, really?
Really?
Close. Just because of there's some issues with like some of the documentation and stuff. It's been like kind of a headache, just because of the way. So like, you have a couple parts to this, right? So we're buying an LLC, right?
Right.
We're buying the membership stake of the LLC. We also have the 1031 that we're using, and it's investment property, and we're using hard money. So there's like a lot of moving parts.
Right.
And it's not like a super it's kind of an uncommon situation, I guess. But yeah, I think we're supposed to close tomorrow like 11:30.
What do you mean supposed to? Like this could fall through. Don't say that.
No, it's not going to fall through, but it might get like pushed if there's like issues with the paperwork.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when you sit down,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah, when you sit down, who's
Yeah.
with you? It's you married, do you have your lawyer, an accountant? Who's there with you?
No, so when you go to closing, it's just like the settlement attorney or whoever is like representing, like there's like a notary,
Okay, a
and
witness?
then
Yeah.
maybe, like somebody from the lender might be there or your real estate. It just depends, man. Like we've been to a couple closings, and it's like sometimes it's just like me, Mary, and like the notary, and they're just like going through all the paperwork, like the attorney and like the title, the settlement attorney or something like that.
How long does it usually take? Is it like a 10-minute thing?
No, it's like usually like an hour.
Oh, wow, that's longer than I thought it would be, honestly.
Well, so there's a lot. So like they have to like give you a bunch of disclosures, be like, hey, do you understand this? They got to make sure they watch you like sign every. So
Oh,
it
wow.
could. I mean, sometimes like when we sold the last one, it took like 20 minutes. Dude, we were in and out of there. Like they took a copy of our driver's license. They're like, here, sign here, here, and here. And because we were just getting money, we weren't getting a loan.
Yeah.
It didn't really matter. But because like there's a loan involved and a lien put onto the property and like taxes and all that shit,
Now the
and it's in Baltimore City, so there's like other stuff. So
Yeah, there's always a extra city tax.
Now the paperwork that you're getting ready to sign, have you seen the paper before? Like
yeah, how thick is that packet?
But you know exactly what you're
it's gonna be-
signing. You're not going in there and be like,
so we got the preliminary, like, hey, this is how much cash you need to close and all the like the breakdown of the numbers and stuff.
Mhm.
But we'll get like a more detailed one tomorrow. But then the rest of it's really like kind of like boilerplate shit, dude.
yeah.
It's like the contract, right? And it's like the deed, and it's like a power of attorney where they can like make edits if something's kind of funky, like small edits. I'm trying to think what else you sign. And then like the loan paperwork, whatever the lender needs,
Right.
stuff
Wow.
like that.
Man, that's exciting though.
That is exciting, man.
Yeah.
It's a commercial
I
property.
think I found my. Yeah, man, I found my property manager. So as soon as we get the keys, we're like scheduling a time to like
How many
get
people
them out there, take pictures.
how many people did you interview?
Like 3.
Yeah. And what was your
Yeah.
decision to make? You're like, okay, this guy is the right guy for us. What made you like,
It was kind of the attitude, right? It was like more of a, like, hey, I want to get after it. This is what I can offer you. Like, so this chick that we're going with, she's like a licensed real estate agent.
Mhm.
She's a licensed contractor.
oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
She does property management. She's a hustler.
Yeah.
She's a little more expensive than some people, but she was willing to kind of like help out on her minimum price a little bit.
Oh wow.
Man, we get what you pay for.
So hopefully
though.
and she's like, well, yeah, and she's like, we'll take any property anywhere. She's like, we don't care. Like some place, people are like, I don't know, certain parts of Baltimore are kind of sketchy. She's like, I don't care. She's like, we'll get, and she's like, we need to raise rents. We need to.
She's a
like, make this
hustler.
perform
No,
properly.
straight up. Yeah, she's a hustler. Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
all right,
You're like, I like you.
because I told her, I was like, we got this one lady who's been there like 18 years, and she's paying under market rent, and her first thing was like, we need to raise her rent.
Oh man!
You're like,
I
I
was
like,
like,
I like
oh,
what you're thinking.
Oh my god!
She's like, she's like, we're not gonna do it like quick, but she's like, her rent's got to go up. She's like, we need more, and I was like, yeah, like I'm down,
Yeah.
because the more money they can make off that property,
True.
or the
man.
more money we make, theoretically, the more money we make.
they'll
so,
make. Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll see, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see.
I just
I'm
like
kinda
how
excited, but it's like there's definitely like some stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, we
No,
got some
yeah.
stuff we got to do to it.
She definitely sold herself
Yeah.
too. She was definitely
need to
good,
raise
man.
rents,
She
we
said
got
exactly. Yeah, she's good.
you.
I think yeah, she'll be a good one. I think.
Yeah, I think that would be a
Yeah.
good one. Did you
Yeah.
figure out your whole insurance thing?
Insurance, yeah, we got that down. That was kind of a pain in the ass too. So it was kind of funky because like they consider it a vacant property because like it's 6 units, but right now only 2 of them are rented, and you got to like I
Okay.
don't know what the percentage is. So like insurance is kind of high right off the bat, but they said once we get it like 5 out of 6 of them rented, it'll like drop like pretty precipitously.
Well, I feel like
Because then it's
that's.
considered occupied.
I feel like that should be like the opposite, right? If it's vacant, the insurance should be less, right?
Well, if it's vacant, more things can go wrong. Let's say someone broke in and decided to be an arson,
Like a squatter or something.
or
But
a squatter or something. Exactly. There's more things that can go wrong in a vacant lot than an occupied one. believe it or
Yeah.
not.
I don't know. I feel like it would
Yeah,
be the
and
opposite.
if it's vacant, like who's got eyes on it? Who's taking care of shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. You don't.
Mm.
You don't want to insure an abandoned property.
Mm.
I mean, there's like the Charlestown
Oh,
Mall down in
yeah.
St. Charles, dude. The insurance on that one is huge because it's pretty much abandoned. A lot of people have bought it and just never contact anyone ever again. They just disappear off the face of the earth.
It's tough.
Damn.
Like, how can you just drop millions and just disappear and be like,
You know what I was looking at?
That's fuck you money right there.
Yeah, I was looking on this YouTube because YouTube's a great tool, and there's like a lot of like
videos for free, education for free?
yeah, but there's like a lot of like if you want to get into real estate, I don't know they have some serious training programs on there. I don't know if that's like something that's an interest like
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should like take a look at because I mean like I was thinking about taking a look at it just to be like get the verbiage down, know what to look for and stuff like that. And
There was like not too long ago, I think a few months ago, I sent like a link to a channel, and it's a Baltimorean who buys properties.
yeah,
He had some pretty solid advice about like Baltimore things, but like I can swear if I buy like a property, let's say like a second property or something, I'm making videos of me on a jet going like, you want to be like me? You want to be a real estate mogul? Here's what you do. I'm gonna fucking have the best suits and be like,
yeah, but the thing is like people, I feel genuine people are attracted to authenticity, right?
people are, but let's not pretend you can't fake that.
Yeah, but you don't want to fake that. You want.
don't
be
want to,
real,
but you can't.
man. Ugh.
I
You know,
mean, we're gonna be at 9. We're gonna be at 9 doors after tomorrow.
That's
Like,
crazy,
9
yeah.
rentable units.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Like,
go.
Property.
I mean, there's some good shit on like the only time I really look on like YouTube now is if like I got questions about like specific like legal things or like explanations of like certain parts of like the tax code or like like different methods of like kind of like leveraging like financing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like outside of that,
You got
like
after tomorrow, you're gonna have big leverage.
I don't know.
Yeah. You should pitch your show
Yeah,
to
but, like-
HGTV.
Yeah. Yeah. And we do got one of the units we got to renovate. So I'm going to have this property manager go in there and I'll be like, whatever, just like, I can fix
Yeah.
this thing out. It's pretty small. And I think it just needs like new carpet, new paint, probably like fumigated a little bit
Mm.
and just kind of handle. But everything else, like we can get, like if she's like aggressive enough, we could probably have all like 5 out of the 6 units rented by the end of the year, if not by the end of like November.
Dude, that's a quick turnover for rentals, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's,
mean, 2 of
that's
them are
awesome.
rented right now. So, and like,
Yeah.
yeah. And if we do that, and I'm hoping we'll average like $1,000 a unit.
Yeah.
So that we'll definitely be like making, like we'll be cash positive within
Yeah.
like 6 months, I think.
You know,
After like, kind of like all of our like, rehab and stuff.
and everybody's always looking for a place to live.
I guess so. How many people
Yeah.
move to
Yeah.
Baltimore nowadays? I know
Yeah.
the population is still in
You'll be,
decline.
I mean, you'll be amazed. Baltimore is nice. It's nice. It's Charm City for a reason.
is it though? Is it?
I mean, there's
though?
people there.
There's
Yeah.
people there.
There's people there. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
it's not like, it's
For
not
sure.
completely abandoned.
Yeah.
It's not.
There's a lot of like,
Go on.
yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of flips going on in Baltimore, man. Like people buying like old abandoned places in like crazy sketchy parts of Baltimore and like flipping them and making them too nice.
Oh yeah.
And like trying to like gentrify them a little bit.
yeah. Is it working?
Trying to get some kind of like, scared ass. I don't know. I really don't know.
Mm.
Because I think I said something last time where it was like, we were looking at rental comps in the area, and this one place is like $1,500 a month, and it's too nice. It's like too nice. Like it's just been sitting there for like 60 days.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because like that's the home city,
Yeah.
But like, so I want Baltimore to succeed, but I don't know. It's just like there's just so many obstacles with that city alone. Like I know even Fells Point was running into trouble lately.
But it's like every city in every state is like that.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like Chicago's way nicer than Baltimore. I mean, last time I went to Baltimore was like what 2019, and I don't know. I didn't feel. I stayed near the Inner Harbor, and even then, I didn't feel that comfortable.
I hear the worst cities to live in is in California.
Well, like what? Oakland, Compton?
No, like all of them. Like they have a giant homeless problem.
Oh yeah, there's a giant homeless problem. You should have seen like Portland, Oregon. There was a lot of homeless.
Yeah.
Unbelievable amount. Here in Chicago, every now and again, like in a few blocks, you'll run into one, but it's like, if you're used to it, it doesn't bother you. In Portland, they were always talking to themselves.
Yeah, because it's like mental illness.
But they were on there was like 5 a block.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
it is crazy.
I mean, when you compare like Baltimore to Chicago, like Chicago is also like way bigger.
Way
Like
bigger.
Baltimore is not that big of a city.
It's
I own
not.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true. It's not what Chicago has 2.7 million. Baltimore has about 500,000 population.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And just like size wise, dude, like the city itself is not that big.
It isn't
Like
that
downtown
big.
Chicago is probably as big as Baltimore, like the entirety of Baltimore, dude.
Yeah. It's
Entire
yeah.
Baltimore.
That's what I'm saying. Baltimore's not. It's not really like.
But at the same time,
It's
like
not that bad.
I'm like, I don't know, maybe because I went there with rose-colored glasses, because like childhood nostalgia. I'm just like, yeah, Baltimore, going to Lexington Market with like Nan or something like that, and it just looked like shit. I'm sorry, the city just looked like shit. It looked like shit. It looked like it was stuck in the
Lexington
90s
Market
and it was
closed down,
falling
dude.
apart. No, they reopened it. They have a new location now.
I thought they shut it back down again, like recently.
Recently? Oh, I don't know. I know they opened the new one like back in last November.
Mm.
Because I was looking that up, because I like to keep tabs on what's going on.
Why'd they
in
shut
that
it
city.
down?
Because it was ass, dude.
Not because of COVID.
No, not because of COVID. Mostly because they had it was falling apart. And I went to Lexington Market like 2 years before they closed it down, and it looked like crap. It was falling apart. There was rats everywhere.
Mm.
And you're
It
going
was like the rats and the bugs and shit. Like things were
Really?
contaminated. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad.
There was like rats in like the deli meat, dude. I mean, if you're the place was to sell food, and you don't want rats,
Where's all their
Yeah, it was
tax
really bad.
paying? Where's all that tax money going to?
pockets.
Mm.
Bro. I mean, Baltimore's got some problems. So like,
There isn't there a mayor like our age?
it
He's
is what it
around our
is.
age, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty young. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 34, 35, something like that.
Yeah. I was like, I remember when they were like in Baltimore's mayor. I was like, who is that kid? I was like, what? There's no way.
He looks young, but I think he's a little older than that. I think he's around 38.
Mm.
He's a little older than that, but he does look like he looks like a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, well, who knows what'll happen? Who knows what'll happen?
No, I like it. The younger generation needs to be, you know what I mean?
I'm really tired of the fossils
They're
rolling
more
over us.
involved.
Yeah. It's the fossils that are keeping us behind, man. It's terrible.
It is terrible. I'm tired of these fossils. I mean, one already went away, but like we still got too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the political system right now, they vote. That one lady died, the senator.
Yeah, Dianne Feinstein.
What's his name is getting booted
God.
out of the Speaker of the House. Trump
First time that's ever happened.
Trump is saying he will vote for Nancy Pelosi, right? Yeah, he said that.
What?
Yeah, he said he endorsed Nancy Pelosi.
For speaker?
Yeah,
She's not even in Congress anymore. Wait, no, she is. Sorry.
yeah, 'cause she wants to run
He
again.
endorses.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a vote.
Well, I mean, that's what
He can endorse. He can endorse
Yeah.
people, but he endorsed Jim Jordan.
But when
Yeah, that makes more sense.
But I think when they said she was running again, and like they interviewed Trump and was like, "Hey, you know, what do you think about Nancy Pelosi running again?" He was like, "I'll vote for her," or something like that.
Was this
And
like
they-
back
they
in like
ma-
the early 2000s?
This was like
or
last
something?
week. No, this was like last week. They made it a big
Oh, no,
deal.
but that's just her running for Congress. Like she ain't running for the speaker. Like the Republicans run the House, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't even. Yeah,
Or for Congress.
Pelosi is San Francisco. He can't even vote for her. His residence is in Florida.
Yeah, but he can still
Florida.
endorse
Yeah.
whoever he wants. He probably thinks that if he endorses her, tanker.
Yeah,
guess
that's
so.
no.
Pretty-
That's exactly
pretty
what he
spiteful,
thought.
bro.
Exactly, that's exactly his game plan.
Look, I just wanted for the record, since obviously I'm wearing an Orioles hat, he is wearing an Orioles hat. Pelosi is a hometown hero, technically.
Yeah, but she's corrupt.
She's corrupt, but her father was mayor of Baltimore at one point.
Yeah, but she also does insider trading, which we don't.
Name a congressperson, and I'll show you an inside trader.
I know. How do they still get away with that though?
Because they
That's-
don't make
'cause
any laws about it.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like they're friends. Like,
Did
are
you see them? Wait, did you see that they like put that? Oh my God, what's that Democrat's name? He like introduced that bill that was like, hey, like when you're in Congress, you can't trade stocks, 12-year limits.
Bro,
Oh, there's some other stuff on it.
Really?
I
I'm
can't
surprised
remember
they
his
didn't
name.
censor him.
Shoot.
they did censor him.
But yeah,
obviously.
Bro. Yeah, everybody was like, hell no.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think that was Jamal Bowman, maybe.
No, I think it was like Ro Khanna, maybe.
Oh, it was Ro Khanna. Okay. He's like left.
Does that name sound right? That's a person, right?
Yeah, he's like a more progressive, like
Yeah.
moderate Democrat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
I think it was him.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he was up for when Pelosi retired from speakership. He was like the name floated around to replace her.
I feel like if that was big, like they should make that big news. Hey, you know,
Why would they make that big news?
I know that, but I'm just saying it should be like, hey, these guys that are running everything don't want these terms. You know what I mean? And they're supposed to represent us, right?
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well,
In
you know,
theory, they were supposed to.
yeah, well, it's insane. Like,
That's what I'm saying. We need to run for Congress, dude.
yeah, I think that's the move.
Yeah, we need to get somebody on the inside, bro.
Yeah, dude. We
Like,
can, yeah, dude.
Get all our things passed.
tell me them laws that are about to pass. I need to know all them laws.
I need to know
I
all
need to know
them
the
laws.
regulations.
We're bringing more chip production back home. Hold on, I need to get in some NVIDIA. and
Tell me
Intel.
all the good stocks that are about to hit.
Let me see your portfolio over there.
or know the right people to short. Like, yo, you better be shorting that. They're about to cut off trade with these people.
Dude, exactly.
Oh
The
my
short
God.
game would
That's
be
what I want.
incredible.
I want to know. I want to like wrap up my short game. You know, I don't really want to like invest. I don't want it to be too obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
I would bet against the house.
Yeah, everyone looks at like, stock buying, not too much of shorting.
Ooh.
Buying and selling, stock buying and selling. They don't really look too much into shorting.
What is the shorting?
Shorting means you're basically betting a company to fail.
Like the Big Short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet that these banks are failing.
I hope not. Like
There's that really famous thing about like Elon Musk talking to like Bill Gates because Bill Gates is shorting Tesla by like billions of dollars.
Stop it! Are you
Yeah.
serious? So they're in.
And then like I guess like
So they're not
Bill
friends
Gates was
anymore.
trying to get Elon to like be like, hey, I want you to like join my philanthropy stuff.
Oh my
He's like, let me ask you
god!
one question. Are you
Yes.
still shorting Tesla? And he was like, unfortunately, yes. And he was like,
Nah.
and then like an
Like-
hour later, he posted a Bill Gates' fat meme, which is like, Elon, you
no,
can't
it was
talk.
the pregnant man. It
Oh,
was the
it's the
pregnant man.
pregnant
He
man,
was like, quickest way to lose a boner.
Yes. Oh my
It was
god.
like,
And he
Bro.
posted like the whole text conversation. He was like, "How can you short?" It was like because I think it was about like sustainability. He's like, "How can you short the one company who's like all about
Yeah.
getting rid of fossil fuels and
Yeah.
stuff?" It's hilarious. It was hilarious, dude. Elon's such a fucking troll.
Oh my
I love
god.
it.
But
he
yeah,
is a troll.
troll.
As much
trolls-
as he's ruining Twitter, I mean X.
Yeah, put some respect on that name, X.
I'm not putting respect.
Yeah, he
on
already
that
killed.
name.
He already killed Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's
dude.
dead, dude. X is a new thing.
What is with him and these weird names?
X. He's been all about X since the '90s, dude.
He's like X. What is this kid's name with that one girl?
We talked about this last time, dude.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
AEX.
I just want to go on a side
S-
note that we didn't talk about last week.
Yeah.
Can Grimes go away, dude? I'm tired of hearing about her. She is so weird.
Who is it?
Her music is terrible.
Oh,
Grimes.
yeah.
that's-
How does she like? Who even cares about it? Like she?
I
The only
don't
reason people
know.
know who she is because of Elon.
I
I don't know.
who she
I
is.
remember she produced a video like trying to convince like she was like, fellow communists, you should also like artificial intelligence and also like Elon because he likes artificial intelligence. I think this is going to work for the communists' favorite. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You have no idea what you're talking
Everybody's
about.
like, Elon, you're too smart for this. What is going on
Also-
here?
Yeah, like what does she do? But she's like keeping it. And they got like 3 kids, dude.
They have like 3 kids, yeah. And one was like
And like one of
secret.
them was from like a surrogate.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what she does. She just produces kids. That's it.
I mean, she produces kids and screams in a mic. That's pretty much her
He's
thing.
got 10 kids, dude.
Good for Eli.
Yeah, he's like one of those natalist people. So is his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, but his dad was
His
weird.
dad's
'cause he was, like,
weird. His
banging
dad
his
is
niece or whatever.
yeah. His dad.
He's like, my son,
His
my
dad
son's
was, like, really
Elon
weird. His-
Musk.
Yeah.
Would you like
He's
to
like,
make a
Elon-
second one?
Yeah, that's
Dude,
kind of
he's like-
weird.
Elon has like 5 kids with his first wife. Then he knocked up that one executive he worked with and
Mhm.
had twins. And then Grimes has like 3 kids. Yeah, it's 10 kids. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elon Musk is living that life.
I mean, you might as well, I guess, if you're sleeping in Twitter all day.
I don't believe all that stuff.
Well, no, he's changing. He's literally changing the world.
Yeah, I know, but he's probably. You don't think he's changing the world? It's free speech on X.
I think he says he's changing the world.
I mean,
He
you
is.
can make that argument. I mean, they got reusable rockets.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Underground
without him, I don't
tunnels.
think electric cars would be anywhere near
No.
what they are. Battery technology wouldn't be like the demand.
Yeah. And he also does
That-
like electrical grids, right? He
Yeah, well, they got the virtual power grids, which I really don't 100% understand.
Mm,
You know, you're
neither
right.
do
but
I.
He
But
also
They're
got the
pretty, they're pretty interesting.
yeah.
he also got the Hyperloop, which is going to transform traffic. He also got the robot, right? And we went to. I think we're still trying to head to Mars, right? Are we still
Well,
doing
yeah,
that?
they're still going to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
we're
going to
still
Mars in
doing
like what's it like 2035
30?
or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 35 now.
Yeah.
No, that's like a NASA thing.
Oh, NASA's doing it now.
Well, NASA is
Via
yeah, NASA hires
SpaceX.
Yeah.
Oh, through SpaceX.
SpaceX has
Excuse me.
Yeah.
yeah, SpaceX has the
NASA doesn't
contract.
make anything. They just do. They just
What do you mean, NASA doesn't make anything?
well, they hire other. They outsource everything, right? They hire other companies.
That's like saying Elon doesn't make anything. His engineers do.
he's the visionary. It's a big thing. You gotta have the vision, man. Gotta
And they got
have-
Neuralink. Neuralink scares me.
Yeah, I'm not doing. Yeah, I'm not. Here's the thing.
Didn't like the
Here-
monkeys die during
This
the
is like-
trial?
I saw no. The monkeys were playing Pong, right? Then weren't the monkeys playing Pong with the Neuralink?
Yeah, the only one I really remember was the pigs. Remember when they first? It was like I think it was like 2 years ago when he first like debuted it. They had it in pigs.
I don't know.
I can't remember
I don't-
like live.
I don't
like,
trust-
And I was like, bro, this is.
Here's the
Like,
thing.
I mean, hey, if it is to like help people walk, and do
Yeah,
stuff like that, but
and
the moment you start
see-
transmitting messages,
Yep.
bro,
I don't
Yup.
know how the way privacy is nowadays in
No,
current
it has-
society. I don't know if I want them to put a chip in me.
Here's the thing.
And I love that a lot of the Elon fanboys nowadays are like creepy conservatives. You know, the people that think the vaccines were chipping him, and now they're probably going to be the first in line for this Neuralink.
The Neuralink scares me because
know.
if you get the Neuralink, you could be like maybe superhuman, but then there's also like, oh man, you could be controlled very easily.
I mean,
And if you don't have the Neuralink, is that like we're not evolving to like the next stage of humanity?
But no, what about this? Think of it like this: if you don't have the Neuralink and your buddy does, who's going to get that job?
That's
Who's
what I'm
smarter than you?
saying.
Then
That's what I'm
you gotta
saying.
get the
Like,
Neuralink.
yeah, now you got to compete.
But then he's already got he's got the next version. He's on Neuralink X, and you're on still like number 2.
Oh, you got the
3G.
discount one, right?
So you're saying in theory,
Yeah.
Neuralink can pretty much the idea is giving your brain like computer calculations.
yeah, and you got to compete.
Ability.
You have to compete in this world to survive.
Of course, you had to
bro.
compete, but like at the same time, if
At
you're putting
the
a computer in your
same
brain,
time-
you're also exposing yourself a little bit. There.
I
You
know.
are. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
The security aspect. I better start doing some research and write the first white paper on Neuralink security.
Exactly. And, like,
Neuralink security.
and if we keep going down this road, as much as we might evolve into like a human cyborg like
Yeah, man.
hybrid or something like that, I mean, what if we end up like Cyberpunk 2077?
That's what I'm saying. If you have a Neuralink,
Looking
and
like
you
Keanu
get hacked,
Reeves? Hell yeah, bro, bring it on. What are you talking about?
Anarchist Bill from Bill and Ted. Yeah.
you could get hacked having a Neuralink. No, I don't know. I don't
Bro,
trust
that's
it.
not. That's the thing. Is like that's not something we're gonna have to really worry about. It's like
Yeah.
my kids are gonna have to worry about that shit.
I don't trust
know,
it, man.
I'm not. I'm gonna be like fucking Harrison Ford in like Blade Runner. Like living in like an abandoned.
Yeah,
Fuck. Did you guys ever see the second Blade Runner?
with the
Oh,
Ryan Gosling.
No, I haven't seen it.
I see.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. They're like, "Are you a human?
You know,
Like, are you a human? Like a human girl?" Or
I don't
something?
know, but like if you get like the Neuralink and if the Neuralink technology does evolve, let's say like attaches itself to your brain, essentially your conscious as well. Can't you theoretically live forever in a way?
Yeah.
well then yeah, you're pretty much the Matrix, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'd be like the architect.
To go that far, but
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say
I
I'm
know.
one, but the architect, I'll do second best, sure.
what about like? It's so weird because like we're evolving into like technology, but where's like the soul, the aspect of like?
Technology is cold and hard, man. There is no soul in technology.
I know.
That's usually like when it comes to like sci-fi dystopian futures, that's usually like the main theme is like the loss of God,
I would. Yeah.
And then like there's always like that weird like native
Yeah.
non-adapting people who are like
I'm that guy.
worship God with Brave New World. You ever
yeah.
World?
Yeah, Brave New
that's what it is, right?
Is it a new
You get
movie?
the savages.
Oh.
No, it's like a book from like the 30s, dude.
Oh.
Aldous Huxley, right? I think he wrote it.
Yes.
And like of the savages, you have like this very like technologically advanced society, and it takes place in like Britain, but it's really the whole world. But then there's like this reservation of savages in like New Mexico in like America that these people go and visit to see how like people lived back in the day before technology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow. There's
And they're like the ones who like refuse to buy into like because like everybody's like super promiscuous. There's no relationships that are formed. It's
Yeah.
like really wild in the future, and like they genetically engineer people so only certain people can give birth. Other ones are like sterile.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's
yeah.
actually a really interesting book. It's kind of hard to read.
Did they
'cause
make
it's,
it a
like,
movie?
written in the 30s, but the audiobook's not bad. They made a TV show. Well, they did make a movie, and they tried to make a TV show.
Oh.
A
But
lot of it
it's-
is
The book's actually
borrowed.
pretty short.
Okay.
A lot of it is borrowed in a
Yeah.
lot of like sci-fi dystopian like just media. Like even the aforementioned like Cyberpunk borrowed some of it. Usually when it comes to like this, a lot of people that think the end game for, implanting technology, cybernetic stuff like that, you get like Terminator, of course you get like Cyberpunk, but a lot of people mash it up with like new age atheism, new age like natalism,
Isn't
and
it
also
new-
like hyper Ayn Rand stuff,
Oh yeah, Iron Man's kind of wild stuff though.
Can't kill the human spirit
where-
though.
Bro, I can't remember where I was the other day, and somebody gave me a quote. It said some quote, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I think that's from Atlas Shrugged. You ever heard of that?" I was like, "Oh shit." I
yeah,
gotta, like,
yeah, because you live right near
Divert
DC.
this conversation, and we're about to get into some Ayn Rand shit.
You live right near DC. That's textbook reading, dude. That's first grade in DC.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting book, but like, I don't know. People have taken Ayn Rand's like they've like almost deified her. You know what I mean?
They have.
I don't even
kinda
know what the book's about.
Ayn Rand is like the goddess of capitalism.
Mm.
The free market will provide, and it's the only thing that should provide.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of anarcho-capitalism? It's kind of like that. Regulation's bad.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Is it?
It's
Oh,
on the
oh, yeah.
extreme. It's like extreme capitalism, like no regulations, like
Survival
you
of the
know-
fittest in the marketplace of fucking stocks, dude. in the
Well, I
stock
mean, like
market.
that's really
Yeah.
what it is.
the
man.
market will work everything out, like no matter what. The market will everybody up.
But the market's
Uh,
fictional.
but-
Fictional, right? It's an illusion.
I mean, the market is real.
How? It's an illusion.
It's real.
It's real. The stock market. That's one of it. Just the life cycle of a business.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not just the stock market; it's the market. It's the
Yeah.
marketplace. And it could be the marketplace of ideas. It could be the marketplace of anything.
Yeah.
But it's got to be unregulated, like completely. And they believe, but like we know from
Monopolies.
history that
Oh yeah.
monopolies
Yeah.
Monopoly,
occur,
Yeah.
really bad, like overworked,
yeah,
like
slaveries and
no
stuff.
money,
Yeah.
like the rich get richer, the poor get like
dirt poor.
Yeah, there's like the Upton
way
Sin-
poorer.
I think it's like Upton Sinclair, the jungle. Yeah, that's one of the horrors of just unfettered capitalism. That's what gave us a lot of the workers'
That's
rights.
it's not just capitalism in that one. It's just no regulation,
Shit's-
right? Because it's about the meat industry.
Right. Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's-
like
yeah.
you didn't because
like-
there was no regulation.
yeah.
You didn't exactly know what you were getting. Some got human.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what spurred Teddy Roosevelt to start creating regulations.
Because they got human,
Yeah.
or it was because of the book.
There was just no Well, the book did inspire it because it started a movement, but because there was just no regulation.
Mm.
If you fell into the meat grinder, you'd be packed and sold.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. No, you're right.
They'd be like up to like they'd be wearing like waders and they'd be like up to their knees just walking in blood all day, like
Ugh.
Yeah,
it was like wild.
wild.
Like,
I
the
mean,
meat factories are just wild, dude.
we did like an old when I still lived in the suburb of West Chicago. We did like a graveyard walk, and a lot of these people that like early 1900s or late 1800s, a lot of these people were like railroad workers, factory workers, and they'd be working like 120 hours a week, and that was just a normal day. That was a normal week. 40 hours a week didn't come until like
Just-
Henry Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, he standardized the workday.
Yeah.
Right. Before that, people would they're at the mercy of their boss till when they exactly got off. 40 hours a week was not a concept.
How much is 100? So you're saying 120 hours a week, though?
Yeah.
I think there's like 126 hours.
They'd be working all day, every day.
What's 7 times 24? Go.
7 times 24.
Yeah.
140.
72. Hold on.
120.
72. 144 plus 24.
168, 160, 172.
We good at math.
We good at math. Yeah. So, I mean, like, there's 160. So, 148 plus 24. It's 172 hours in a 7-day work week.
Right.
So, they're only getting an hour and a half of sleep. And then they're working.
We said 120. He said 120 hours, so they're getting a little bit more than that.
They're getting a little bit more than that. But like, dude, they would be working to death, and usually they all died the
You're working
same
like
way.
16-hour days, bro. You're working 16-hour days.
Jeez.
It was brutal, dude. And they all their deaths were the same thing: railroad accident, factory accident.
Yeah, because they all wanted to kill themselves.
I don't think they wanted to kill themselves. A lot of these was olden times, man. They had like 8 kids. They had their
Yeah,
wife.
they couldn't afford to kill themselves, bro. They were so poor they couldn't even die, dude.
Exactly. They had to build up their little shack into these $1 million homes we know today.
God, tell me about it. Holy shit.
I know, man. Life was hard back then. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh,
That was
wild.
That was so survival of the fittest.
It was the
man.
survival of the fittest. You had to do the Gilded Age was wild.
If you got sick, you were done. You lose a limb, you were done.
You
It
were
was
replaced
over.
easily, dude. There was no compensation. There was nothing. Sometimes you don't get paid. Sometimes you got paid in coupons.
Ooh, thank you for this coupon master.
Yeah, they'd be like, coupons only good for our work store. Go for it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I heard like what's it call it? Like China, they're starting to get like labor laws and stuff like that. And a lot of businesses are leaving China
Oh, the
because
push
now
back to 996 or something.
because like now like it's not as cheap. The labor isn't as cheap anymore.
Well, I know the economy is kind of stagnating a little bit now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in China.
yeah.
I haven't looked too much in their economics, but I don't know. There's a lot of propaganda about there being like China.
I know,
man, this
right?
is
There's
it.
so many.
This is it about China. It's over.
That's the thing. You never know. You never know. You never know anymore.
You don't.
There's so much information, so much narrative, so much this, that. You just never know.
But you know that means wholesale to invest in. I have a couple like Japan, and I have a couple East Asian markets I'm in, dude.
Yeah.
I don't. Why would you invest in Japan?
Why not?
It's like year 3000. It's like year 3000.
It's not the year 3.
Dude, you
I mean,
invest-
They do not have a strong economy.
But you
though.
invest in a couple of vending machines, bro. You're good.
no,
Set.
it's
That's
not
different. That's when now you're like on the ground, boots on the ground investor. Like you're a fucking hustler. You know, like
I am.
I got some of these selling dirty panties, vending machines and shit.
Dude, that's the insult market. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, making money. Those are the people that spend the most money, man. I swear to God.
I mean, yeah, they do, but like, I know
mean,
Japan has
You got a dwindling population.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Yeah.
a huge social security net. Like their economy is so fucked, and it's been fucked for so long.
Yeah.
Look, I like me some Toyota. I like me some Nintendo. I have like a lot of money in
I
this.
knew it.
You said I know it.
and Nippon Technology. That's another good one. They're solid.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I mean, there's like a couple small companies, but like, I mean, they're not small, but I mean, Toyota's a global presence, though. Like, they make cars in America.
Sorry, where are they headquartered again?
Germany.
They have a headquarters in America.
They have a headquarters.
Well, they're
in there.
headquartered in Tokyo. Japan company, baby.
Well, so it depends on how you look at it. There's
Ooh.
multiple entities under the Toyota umbrella.
Ooh.
Toyota USA is its own company.
Again, I'm still in the East Asian market. It counts.
Mm.
It it counts, baby.
What's
I
in-
believe in Japan.
mean,
I think they'll fix it,
I
dude.
guess.
They'll fix it, dude. Once they lax their immigration laws, which 50 years from now they might. We'll see. We'll see a turnaround in Japan.
I'm investing in K-pop,
That's Korea.
East Asian market.
I guess so. You can always invest in some J-pop, dude. Maybe put your name and this producer in some
Who
animes.
cares about J-pop?
What? I
What
care
are you
about
talking
J-pop,
about, dude?
man.
I think J-pop is more popular than K-pop.
You got all these corporations scavenging these little kids for talent.
No.
They're like, oh,
You're just thinking about anime, bro.
I feel like anime has a more solid market than K-pop.
anime
But
or
K-pop
manga.
is more inclusive. They created J-pop to fight K-pop.
Who won
Like,
the battle?
all Japan has is anime.
I'm sorry, but J-pop will win that battle.
Right
dude.
now it's the Koreans, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they got that
they
down
got-
packed.
They got branding. They got
like
going,
BTS
you
and
know?
like that one guy who
Blackpink.
made Gangnam Style. I mean, like,
Dude, have
Psy?
you? Hold
Yeah,
on,
Psy.
dude. Hold
Psy,
on,
who
though.
doesn't even like America.
Hold on though. Have you you know what is so funny? I was on YouTube like the other day and they was following him around on his concert. Bro, first of all, this guy, he's got to be like 50. He's out of shape. He's fat, but he is jumping on stage. You got millions of people screaming.
Dude, you gotta play that character, man. You gotta do what you can for the audience.
and he's just playing the same fucking
The
song,
same-
dude.
the same
fucking song
dance.
for 10 years.
The same dance here, and he's not
Well, you
losing
got
any
that hit,
weight.
dude.
He's not losing any weight doing all those.
Gangnam Style.
Dude,
he has that, and like he has Gangnam Style and Gentleman. That's the only two songs I know.
I only know him for that. Don't
But what I'm saying is just like J-pop will outlast K-pop.
Open Gangnam Style.
J-pop not only
What
has
does
their
that even
music,
mean?
they have
It means brother says Gangnam Style.
Gangnam. Yeah,
What? That's really what it
Ga-
means?
Gangnam is like it's a area in Seoul.
yeah.
It's like a district, a really wealthy district. It's dope. It's really fun.
Oh
It's
yeah.
cool.
Well, that's why he's so happy,
Uh,
jumping up and down.
But like Oppa is like brother.
Oh, what is Gangnam Style?
Isn't
He
that
just
like,
made it up?
isn't like a
He's just
ga-
saying like rich. Like Gangnam is like it's an area.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
It just means
basically
you means you're like fucking rolling, dude.
Oh.
yeah. That's like think L.A. style, something
Like
like
we
that.
high
just-
roller kind of shit.
Ew, LA, the homeless people.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people still fucking live there. A lot of rich people still live there. You know. Anyway,
LA's
J-pop will outlast K-pop. J-pop is attached to shows and stuff, and you cannot forget the Wii population. They are a powerful population, especially with their samurai swords with the folded steel.
I agree. Actually, I'm a huge fan of the samurai. Of the
Yeah,
Katana.
you turn on Samurai X, and you have the opening, and you know who's singing the opening? J-pop.
Yeah, J-pop, which we're
Okay.
which we're very invested in.
I open up fucking Netflix. I open up Netflix and it's just fucking Korean shows out the wazoo.
I mean,
It's
Netflix really
ridiculous.
tailors
That
to your interests.
Indian. I got a lot of Bollywood. On my
I know,
Netflix.
same
don't know
here.
Where that's coming
Yeah, I
from.
don't know where that's coming from too. I get a lot of Bali. I get a
I
lot
don't
of
get any of this.
I get a lot of Chinese. Like I'm like, man, dude, like
Never watched a single fucking Bollywood
dude,
show.
and it's just blowing
like,
up on
Netflix-
Netflix. Pushing. Netflix
Dude,
is
they are
just
just
pushing.
shoving it down my throat like it's the
I
WNBA.
swear.
I will not lie. 10 years ago, I had a really good Indian friend, and he recommended me this movie. Like, there's this huge Bollywood star. His last name is Khan. I can't remember his name. He's very popular, but he did like a
Classic.
a movie where he was a video game character that came into real life,
Ooh,
and every song was by Akon,
shout out.
and
to
it was
Akon.
actually not bad.
yeah, because they
It wasn't bad. It was every song was by Akon, and it was actually pretty lit. I won't lie, but I like the Chinese movies. I don't know. China has that aesthetic that's actually pretty. Like ancient China has that aesthetic that's actually way cooler than Japan and Korea. To be honest.
China has that one studios that is supposed to be better than Hollywood. Like they
No, they're funding all of Hollywood, bro. It's like
they're funding
I know what
Hollywood.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I forget
Yeah.
what it's called, but that's why Hollywood has to
Zhang?
have. I forget, but that's why Hollywood has to have like a Chinese, at least like one Chinese person in their movies.
Well, China is like
budget.
half the market.
Yeah, I know. I don't blame them. You know, you gotta.
But like they keep. I don't know if it's like that big. They want it to be that big of a
I heard-
market.
It's like dude. It's a numbers game. Just check the numbers, bro. I mean, like you can. They
Yeah,
have.
but how much are they selling a fucking ticket for in China compared to the U.S.?
Ooh, that's a good point.
To be honest, I
that's a
don't
good
know the
point.
dollar to yuan.
I mean, like if they're selling us a ticket for $50, because that's how much it like costs nowadays.
Dude, I haven't been to a theater since COVID.
I know.
I went to a theater 2 weeks ago. We rented a whole theater to watch fucking Paw Patrol. So
I'm sure that was fun as hell.
Did they?
it was great. I really enjoyed it. It was great. Yeah, right.
Did you
know,
fall
it was
asleep?
Sunday.
On a Sunday, your last day
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
That's a
football's
lot
on. I'm like fucking trying to like. I'm just sitting there. Luckily, we rented the whole theater, so I was just streaming football.
What do
I
you?
hope it wasn't last Sunday because that game was not worth it.
Oh my god! You're like, oh look.
It was 2 weeks ago. No, it was 2 weeks ago. I'll tell you what though, it wasn't that expensive to rent the whole theater out.
Really?
It was only $400.
Was it like an AMC or something?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
we had the whole theater to ourselves. We split it between like 4 families, and then we invited a bunch of kids from like school.
Oh,
My God, look at these. They're just like, look at these parents, right? And some kid went home into their house and we're just like, man.
but you know what? I feel like if you had to do that, that's the way to do it. That's the best way to do it.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Oh, I mean, there was 15 like 5-year-olds, and they were running around like fucking maniacs. and
Yeah.
it was perfect because nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, and you're
It
just
wasn't
sitting
like,
there
"Hey, be
watching
quiet,"
football.
you know?
Yeah,
yeah, you're not bothering anybody.
yeah. And I
dude.
mean, like between the so it's like $100 a family, right? That's not bad at all, man. You know what I mean? That's
And the
really
more you invite, the
Yeah,
cheaper
we
it
would have
gets.
we would have paid like $50 or $60 anyway. So
Yeah.
we paid extra 40 and got the whole fucking.
yeah.
And we let a bunch of people come for free.
Oh, nice, generous.
Oh man, look at that, generous. That's his charity for the year.
Oh yeah, did you
Yeah,
have?
bro, it was
You're
wild.
like, this is what I'm doing for the school, so you can mark me down for my services.
I mean, kind of. We did invite the president of the PTO to take kids in our kids' class.
for free. You're like, you know what? Hey,
Yeah, we're like,
We just want to be active in our community.
yeah, we just. It worked.
Yo.
It probably worked.
it was all right. It was all right though.
I mean,
God, I think I was super hungover too. What did we did something the day before, and like that morning it was rough.
God, and you had a
It
football
was
game
rough.
afterwards, man. That's a terrible storm there.
Said I'm just hungover and we're about to watch Paw Patrol.
It was not. And then like this sad part came on, and Jack got all sad and started crying in the middle of it. I was like, oh my god.
You talking like you talking like we know that sad part. We don't know it.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it was a
He
sad part. It
doesn't
wasn't even that
even
sad,
know.
dude.
He
I thought you
But there
said-
was like a little bit of music, and all of a sudden he starts crying. It was like a lost puppy kind of thing.
Oh, a lost puppy.
But where's the
Kinda.
puppy, Dad?
You ever, oh my god, have you ever seen the Clifford movie?
No.
No.
The live action Clifford? There's this part in the really beginning where like the puppy gets abandoned.
Oh yeah.
And Jack could have only been 3 years old. And he started crying so
Fucking
hard.
devastated.
He felt so bad for the dog. Oh my god. I've never seen him like feel emotion before. It was, like his first real like emotional response. It was wild.
Dude, that's just how movies are. Like
They'll get you,
a
man.
human gets clapped in the movie, no one bats an eye. But as soon as an animal has a tough time, dude, its waterworks turns on.
I know, because like the puppy runs up and he's like abandoned. They close the door in front of him, and you're like, oh no, this poor dog.
I don't know,
Poor
man.
dog, no.
If you ever watched this movie called Hardball with Keanu Reeves,
Dude, I love Keanu Reeves.
G Baby, when he got killed, everybody, the whole theater was silent.
Oh my god. No, you know it's a movie that absolutely like devastated my girlfriend. Like she couldn't stop like waterworking every time she thought about it. Was Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
How was that movie?
It
Because
was
of Rocket? Because of Rocket's whole backstory?
because of Rocket's
Are you
backstory.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Me, the whole time, the whole scene that was happening where those animals were getting clapped, I'm just like this.
Oh my god.
But like animals, oh no, it's just devastation to people. It's like the dog from I Am Legend.
Oh yeah, that's a big
That's
one
a real
too.
fucking dog. The other
Yeah.
ones are CGI,
That
bro.
was, dude. That
No,
was
that
a
was a
big one
real
too.
honor.
That was a big one too. The dog from I Am
Yeah.
Legend. That was a big
and
loss.
he also had to kill it himself.
I know.
That's
Oh, that hurts. That does hurt. I feel Jack's pain,
Oh,
man.
man.
That hurts, man.
God, the
Ugh.
dog got bit. He's like, he's
Oh,
like
my
crying, and he's gonna
God.
choke it out. Kid,
Oh my god.
I didn't feel like I didn't think I would be that offensive to point that out now.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that was
man.
painful.
No,
Oh,
no, nothing beats Marley and me though.
never
Marley
seen
and
it.
me.
Who was Marley? Was that Owen Wilson? Or
Yeah, it
something?
was Owen
God.
Wilson. It was.
Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh my god, dude! I
Bro,
never saw that damn
I remember
movie.
we're on a plane to Russia, right? And all they would play was fucking Marley. Dude. And I look and we get off the plane, and this one dude's like, dude, he's like, I'm so wiped out. I was like, yeah, it was a long flight. He's like, no, he's like, I saw Marley and me 5 times. And I haven't stopped crying. And I was like, gee, he's like, it was just on loop. And like, I remember we're about to fly home. He's like, I swear to fucking God, if Marley and me's on
Marley-
this plane, I'm getting the fuck off.
Dude, and they talk about Havana syndrome. What about Moscow syndrome? Just
Oh
Marley
my
be on loop.
God. Marley
Dude,
and
it
me.
was rough. I watched it, and I always like, I would like turn it on at like the saddest fucking part.
Ah.
Every time.
Ah.
Or putting the dog down, and I'm just like, oh,
Ugh.
fuck.
Oh my god, turn it off. Skip forward.
I have never seen that movie, and I don't care to. Especially, what? Wait, they put Owen Wilson down. What the fuck?
No, Owen Wilson wasn't the dog, was he?
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't the dog. It was about him and Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm pretty sure it's Jennifer Aniston.
And then
And
the
this is
dog
like the
brings them
dog.
together, right?
When they got, yeah. I mean, like their life dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's pretty rough. And this is like 2008 too, so on a plane, so you couldn't just like, the movie was just playing.
Yeah, you couldn't do
You
it.
would
You
flip through
couldn't.
the channels. You didn't
Yeah.
just stop and start your movie.
Yeah.
Right.
So every time I flipped through, it was just they're like in the hospital about to put the dog down,
God.
reminiscing.
Have you
God, last time for me, it was just like the whole like TBS shows, like Ugly Betty and stuff in like 30 Rock.
Have you guys ever like have you ever
What
like
the fuck?
have you
Yeah,
guys
they're
ever
playing
done like
them.
research on Owen Wilson?
What about Owen Wilson?
He's got like 4 kids by like 4 different baby moms that he doesn't even talk to.
Oh, and he like doesn't admit to some of them, right?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, they like
god.
take paternity. He's like fucking Hunter Biden. Bro. He's like the OG Hunter Biden.
But he's so funny. He's a funny actor, but man,
he?
dude.
I mean, like,
I think he's
I can't
hilarious.
even categorize why he's. I can't even tell you why he's funny. To be
Because
honest.
it's the subtle. He's so subtle, and it's like he's in that new movie, The Haunted Mansion. Like, have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I heard from our niece
And
that it was decent, but I'm not watching it.
but hold on though, Owen Wilson's in that movie, and I mean, like you watch it, and then you're like, you watch it just because you need something to watch.
I
You
guess.
know, it's like this looks interesting. I'm gonna just try it out, and then you watch it, and then Owen Wilson's in there. He's a priest, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is hilarious!" Because Owen Wilson,
priest?
yeah, he's a priest,
And
and
he's
he-
just like, bless you, my child.
no. He goes like this. He was like, "All right, I guess I have to bless this house now." And he's like, "All right, everybody, grab your hand, grab the person's hand, bow your heads, dear God, give us a break, man. Just give us a break." I couldn't stop. I did not see that coming. I couldn't stop laughing.
I just imagine him being like Hansel from Zoolander. Being a priest,
He
you know?
really-
That's the most recognizable film for me. That's peak
It
Owen
is.
Wilson for me. It was Hansel so hot right now.
My head's so hot. Will
He's so
Ferrell's
hot right
hilarious.
That was just probably.
Yeah, that and Wedding Crashers for me.
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my god.
Best works.
But yeah, he's a bad
Not-
parent or something.
Dude, he's
What
rich.
was the fucking what was the West movie with him and Jackie Chan? Like the
Oh, Shanghai Noon.
Yeah, Shanghai Noon.
Yeah. That's when I
Shanghai
first,
Noon,
yeah,
yeah.
that's when when we first got introduced to him.
Was it?
For me, it was.
I can't remember. I think he was in like Meet the Parents. I think that's when I remember him for the first time was.
he was in Meet the Parents.
He was.
God.
Yeah, he was like
Bradley
the rival.
Cooper.
Oh, and Bradley.
Bradley Cooper wasn't.
No,
it really?
Bradley
Nah.
Cooper was in Wedding Crashers.
You don't even remember Bradley Cooper being in Meet the Parents. Crashers. I'm thinking what? Yeah. my
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
my
he
bad.
Yeah.
he was the douche, right? The
Yeah.
douche fiance.
You know, because
Yeah,
of
he's
football,
stacked.
Maryland football or whatever. He was like crab cakes and
He's like,
lacrosse or
crap
something.
cakes in football. That's
Yeah,
what Maryland
like-
does.
you know, living here, you
But
know
that
how
was
many
the
people
Cooper.
fucking
That wasn't Bradley Cooper. Though.
That wasn't. I thought it was.
No.
It's
it was
not?
the other guy.
No, it was like his friend. It was like the
Yeah.
other guy. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, fucking Owen Wilson, Jesus Christ! And he's in the new Loki that came out like a few days ago.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of kids that he doesn't claim.
I mean, he's rich. I feel like
Yeah.
that's pretty normal.
The actual point.
I feel like it's pretty normal when you're rich. You know, you just have those kids that they're just around. You know, they're just that person that maybe you'll run into one day.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it was the hey, no, that's not my kid.
Yeah, he got Billie Jeaned, I guess.
Is
Maybe
his
I
brother
don't know.
the same way?
Yeah.
I don't think so. He's got a big family, and they're all
don't
actors,
know.
right?
Well, the only other Wilson I know is Luke Wilson because of like
Yeah.
old school
Yeah.
and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Old school. God damn, what a great movie.
That is a
Old
great.
school's so good, dude.
That's a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies, dude.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you guys do sports betting?
And Idiocracy, of course. But-
course.
Yeah, he was in
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. Yes.
Do you
Fucking. But Terry Crews was the
Sports
highlight of that
betting?
movie.
Yeah, do you guys do sports betting at all?
Sometimes.
Man, I try to get into it. I'm not that into it.
I tried to get into it too, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just put $100 in. And I'm like, with my high knowledge of football,
Okay, so this didn't work out, right?
it didn't work out, not even a little bit. I would have won. Listen, listen. I was going to win big. My lock was the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
It's a lock. It's a
Ooh.
lock. They're like Kenny
I mean,
Pickett.
your knowledge ain't that high.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he
dude.
didn't encounter that they were going to have 7 drops.
Oh, Kenny Pickett was like, He might not even play. I was like, dude, that's a lock. Ravens are gonna get to him, And then they got Mr. Trubisky coming in. Oh, lock.
It was not a lock.
I went to sleep. I got the Jags and the Bills game correctly.
Yep.
Oh my God!
I knew Trev God was going to win that game.
No, because here the thing was Jacksonville was played in Europe the week before, and the Bills were only
they've been in England for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because their owner, dude. They might as well just move to London.
But they were there for 2 weeks. And,
Well, it technically that's their home field.
oh really?
Yeah. So like the Jags, when they play in England, they're always the home team. They're like the adopted team of like London. Like, they split their home games.
Because they're always there.
They're always there. Well,
They're
their
always
owner
there.
Owns like what, Manchester United or something?
I think the Ravens are going to be
Shad
there now.
Khan, yeah.
Yeah.
The Ravens are there this week.
Yeah, we're facing the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like our odds.
What? We just have to stop Derrick Henry and then watch Tannehill implode.
Simple.
We gotta stop ourselves from imploding.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
Look. I
Oh,
hope someone chewed them out because AB on Twitter was.
Yeah.
Dude.
I know. It was a bad game. It was a bad game. I made a video about it. I said the Steelers should just wipe it from the schedule because they didn't actually win. We lost.
We need a good
we beat
receiver that
we
stays
were-
healthy.
We faced ourselves. They were just a bystander.
We need a good receiver that stays healthy.
You know who's doing really good that we decided to get OBJ instead? DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins.
But he was hurt too last week. But
He got 130 yards.
yeah, he killed it. D-Hop is that guy.
It doesn't matter though, because they come here and then they just start dropping the fucking ball, bro. Like
Not Nelly.
the one pass like Aguilar, it just like
Oh
it
yeah,
was like,
he is.
No, he was just like
he's in the end zone.
I know Mark Andrews dropped in the end zone. OBJ got intercepted in the
Yeah.
end zone.
Fuck, man.
Man, it was the most frustrating game. And then you just see Steeler players and fans going like this, like they did something. They were open, dude.
That's
you
it.
did nothing.
I mean,
I sense a lot of anger in you, Jordan.
because TJ Watt
TJ
was
he's
he
that
was turning
guy.
it up though. Like
He
I
was
mean,
good.
Yeah,
Lamar
he's
had
that
a
guy.
couple sacks. Like he got sacked. Like,
He got a
couple
couple
times.
sacks, but let's not pretend TJ Watt was the factor why they lost.
No, we know why. We imploded 100%.
oh no, it's not the
Yeah. We beat ourselves 100%.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But our O line too is just not even playing that strong, man.
No,
I
they
think most of
weren't.
them are hurt.
It wasn't just the receivers; it was like a culmination.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
They're always hurt.
we
They're
have a
always
position
hurt.
that's
Yeah,
mostly
exactly.
hurt, dude. I thought we were Baltimore fans.
We are. What are you
Yeah, there's always the RIR is the most stacked team we always have.
I know. Why is that?
It's true.
Why is
I
that?
don't know, man. We should play a game at the end of the year with the IR players.
I swear.
I know
we'd
we'd win every
best.
time.
Yeah. Our players can't even stay. We're so good, but we can't stay healthy.
We can't do a lot of things,
Oh, man.
unfortunately. We can't finish.
Yeah. Our defense is nice, though.
We can start off strong, but by the time of halftime, which has been a factor since Harbaugh came into like coaching position, we suck.
Mm.
All this, the slightest inconvenience, and then our momentum is just completely gone every time.
It's a battle. It's a battle every time you step on the field, man.
And I hate it that miracles just never happen for us.
We had the Denver miracle. I guess Peyton Manning.
Yeah, it was okay. We had like two miracles.
Yeah,
we had
Mile
like
High Miracle.
Yeah.
we had the mile high miracle. We had the kick return against the Browns. That return for touchdown on that punt. I mean on that kick. And then I think the Justin Tucker breaking that record against Detroit. I think that was the only time we ever had a miracle.
God, that was such a great kick.
You mean? Hold on. Do you
We
mean
shouldn't have had to make that kick.
You mean that field goal block? When
That was for the Browns.
from the Browns when I was dude.
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
we lost that game.
We lost the game. Yeah, I don't understand, man. Like the Ravens should be blowing out bad teams. We do not blow out bad teams.
We make 500 teams look like they are.
Yeah,
Just,
we
they're
let them
good. They're
compete.
Super Bowl, and so Steelers are back in
know.
like the Steelers.
Yeah.
I turned on ESPN today, and people are just like Steelers, man.
power rankings.
Steelers, and the Bengals beat up the Cards, and people are like, Joe Burrow is back, baby. The Bengals are back. They're Super Bowl favorites after beating.
I know you're loving that, but
Josh Dobbs is that guy.
we should be beating every team like the
Yeah.
fucking Dolphins against the
I
Broncos.
swear to God,
Like, it
every
should be
single team.
We should
70 to
Yeah,
20
100%.
every game.
This is our third year in a row where we're at week 6 and we should be undefeated.
Yeah,
We should be.
yeah.
There's absolutely no reason.
Last year though, we kept losing by 1 point, which was making me so angry.
That was 20. That was 2 years ago, dude.
Oh my God. But I mean, like, we still, it's so weird because we still compete, but we just don't
don't
turn that
close.
corner. We don't get over that edge. You know what I mean?
What's that saying? Always be closing.
Oh, ABCs,
we need to
baby.
remind them.
Yeah.
Bro, it's painful, man. It's either like Lamar's like looking good, throwing the ball well, and nobody's catching, or he can't even do anything. You know what I mean? That's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you want the whole team to show up, but we never have the whole team show up.
You know what though?
If someone's playing good, it's like a monkey's paw, you know.
But it's a long season though. And like
It's
In 2000
it's looking long right now.
in 2019, we were 2-2, and then we didn't lose until the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Oh, take me back.
But I mean, we're
Take
in
me
that
back.
we're in that same situation. We just once we get the momentum, we get the offense down. You know, people start catching the ball. You know, like sometimes you can't help it when it's like
I don't know, man. 49ers are looking good. Bills are looking
Oh,
good.
dude,
It's
yeah,
looking like
I don't
2019 all
know.
over again. So who knows?
I don't know, man. The 49ers are that like, dude. I don't see them ever losing.
I'm rooting for
know.
Brock Purdy. I like him. Mr.
Yeah.
Irrelevant doing good. Let's go, dude.
Dude,
I've always wanted to see a Mr. Irrelevant do
But
good.
here's the thing, though. They got the best defense, the best running back, and they got really good wide receivers that catch the ball.
dude, they got
You know what I mean?
they
Like, I
got
don't see them
Debo,
losing at all.
CMC.
Yeah, man. And Christian McCaffrey is just that guy, dude.
He's
He
always
is
been
just
that guy.
dude. But he was good when he was with the Panthers. We're like, oh man, yeah, he's
He was
really
the
good.
only thing the
He's
Panthers
really good.
had.
But
dude.
now, yeah, exactly. He's the only thing that they had. So he was good when everybody was zoned in. But now, you know, he's on a team where there's like other people that are good, and it's like, bro, he's on the
Yeah.
next level.
Speaking of
and he's
this,
not hurt. He's actually like healthy.
Yeah.
mhm.
I saw him take a hit too, man. He got hit and he popped right back up. I was like, man,
dude, because he's learned. He's a veteran now.
yeah, he's that guy.
He's learned. Speaking of this, my sports channel has been growing exponentially.
Yeah.
It's been growing way better than I thought. Like I
share it.
by now I have 3 10K shorts on there right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
With my Taylor Swift, my Thursday night football. Look, Taylor Swift was a good idea.
Yeah.
And my Daniel Jones saying Daniel Jones sucks.
You're
like,
like, this
dude-
guy is worth $20-some million, $200-some million. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, why are these people getting paid and not me?
My favorite one was like you were like, all right, the 5 top worst teams. Number 1 starts with a B, and you guessed it, EARS.
Yeah, I was just like, it's the same for 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just spelled out Bears. Dude, man. But I get like 200.
They do suck.
They do
They
suck.
do suck.
I get like 200 views an hour on those videos. Like they
Yeah.
just keep going and they don't stop, dude. Like, and people always want to just try to talk shit to me at the same time, especially after I make a prediction. And if it didn't go through,
Mhm.
they want to show up, you know, the day after and be like, "Yo, why did you think?" I'm like, there's no way you thought the Bears were gonna win. There is no way. Why are you gloating, dude? You had doubts too.
Nobody does, bro.
No, yeah.
Nobody expects him to win.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a toss up with me on that one.
It wasn't a toss.
Because I don't-
emphatically the Bears were gonna get killed.
Who
I
was-
thought Howell was gonna have his best game.
I don't know who Sam Howell is.
He's like second Mr. Irrelevant.
Exactly. I don't even know who that guy is. That's why I was like, I don't know.
Look, let's not forget DC doesn't have Dan Snyder anymore, so the sky's the limit.
I know they got that guy Chase Young,
It's true.
It's true.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
Chase Young is good. Chase Young is good.
But then you got the other.
Doesn't
You,
matter.
you just
Doesn't
dropped.
matter. Fucking DJ Moore fucking up
Dude.
everybody's fantasy.
so I had the
Went
dude,
off.
one of the dudes I know had both him and Jamar Chase.
Ooh, Jamar Chase went off.
Jamar Chase got
Yeah,
more
he did.
points. He got 52.
7-11.
Yeah.
We don't call him.
I can't
Jamar
remember.
Chase.
I can't remember who it was in our league. One of the leagues I'm in. They had DJ Moore, but they also had the Redskins defense.
Jeez.
So they ended up. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really hurt him
Canceling.
that bad.
Yeah.
He still got like 44 points, but he got negative points for
The Redskins.
the Redskins defense.
That's
Dude, it
gotta
was
hurt.
hilarious.
It's like,
I was like, way to fucking play against yourself.
I know, like imploding.
Dude, it happens, man.
And
That's-
then you posted a long format on your history channel, the first one.
oh yeah, my history channel started to move towards long form.
Yeah,
And
that
so
was,
far, they're
it was
doing
very
good.
articulate. Where'd you even learn from those lizard people? What is that?
The Ubaid lizard people.
Yeah, where's that from?
I asked GPT for like good ideas, and they said one of them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, where's that from in the world?
The Ubaids, like, think like the Samaria area, Mesopotamia.
Oh,
No, ChatGPT made it up, bro. It's not real.
I was going to say.
Dude, it's a compelling thing. I bet you like. I was just like, okay, we have to talk about it. Perhaps it was aliens.
Oh yeah, I know. You're like, yeah, there's some.
Perhaps it was aliens.
Perhaps. Some
Wait,
people believe in the
Start
lizard
watching
people.
Ancient Aliens this weekend.
Oh.
I'm sitting on my couch, covered in poison ivy, watching Ancient Aliens all weekend. So it was pretty sweet.
Is it a new season?
Guys, it's alien.
Now, well, it says new season, but like I don't know, man.
It is
Yeah,
not
that's
It's
new
like a
season.
new Netflix season.
Yeah.
What else are
Because
they fucking
it's not
talking
like.
about? It's been like 15 years.
What do you mean?
There's so much.
What else is there to talk about?
So much.
Aren't the half of them dead?
So much. Yeah, half of them are dead. All the ancient aliens,
No,
scientists, theories.
I know the dude with the goatee,
Theorists.
the portly guy's
Theorists.
dead.
I love when they're like, they set the narrative and they go like, well, ancient aliens theorists believe yes.
Oh no, ancient astronaut
Astronaut
theories.
theories.
That's what they call them.
Ancient astronaut
Well,
theorists
yeah,
say
yeah, like,
yes.
yeah, they pose the question like, well, ancient astronaut theorists say yes.
Yes.
They'll just be like, look at this rock. And then the narrator would chime in and be like, do you think this was made by ancient astronauts?
Well,
ancient astronaut theories say
yes. And you just sink in your chair and you're like, oh my god.
And you're like, whoa,
Whoa.
what the fuck?
I never thought of it like that.
You get a couple of beers or like a whiskey or two in you. You're like, dude, this is...
Action. Hey, there's a rapper named Action Bronson.
Oh my God.
And-
yeah, I love that.
He,
Bronson.
he used to have a TV show where he would watch ancient aliens and just
Yes.
smoke a whole bunch of
Yes.
weed. And you just sit and he's
You
just
get
like,
fucked up.
oh my god.
I can't do it. I
You-
can't do it. It just infuriates me when I watch it.
You know what too? It's like I think when you watch TV, you kind of go to a meditative state and like you're relaxed, so like people can suggest things to you more easily. You know what I mean? Like it's just you're just like
Yeah, that's the whole subliminal messaging thing.
Well, yeah, but I mean like it's
Yeah.
it's
You're a
true.
little more susceptible. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever read Van Daniken's book Charity of the Gods?
Yeah, and you know what though? It's not like everything there is.
No.
It's not like everything there is right, but it opens the crack of the door for curiosity.
I don't-
to
I
look
don't-
at things differently.
Look, I don't mind. Obviously, people in Switzerland are on a different level. They're smoking some shit I can't comprehend to come up with this stuff. But look, I like alternative theories.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but Asian astronaut theories is just
I mean, what
it's
is?
depressing.
You, first of all, you do not like alternate theories.
Yeah,
You know
not
you
even
do
a
like
little
alternate.
bit.
I feel theories all the time.
You're chill for this
I have a history channel, good sir.
100%. This man does not like alternate theories whatsoever.
Look, I
He's
like
straight.
No. I like alternate theories, just not when they're just like aliens
so-
from the deep galactic from Omicron
shit.
Persei 8 came down and built it for us, bro. What are you talking about? Also, the Earth is flat. Why would I feel that?
But you have to make some type of connection because when people are talking like in the Bible, you know, the angels that are like ancient societies, they're like
no, I get it.
look at the stars. Like, well, if you interpret that today in
Yeah.
today's age, it's like, oh well, what comes
Or
down
the
from the sky?
dude in like Egypt or whatever, where he's like in the spaceship, but it looks like Mr. Garrison's bike. So like,
He's
know,
going
like,
back to space.
you gotta ask questions.
You gotta
man.
ask questions,
Look,
man.
a lot of those the Bible itself, look, I've read the Bible. A lot of it, you wouldn't guess it. Maybe in like the banned books, like Solomon. Maybe the gospel, not the gospel, but like Elijah. Maybe he didn't die. He went up in a fiery chariot into the sky to come back during Passover or something. Or
Yeah.
Yom
What's a
Kippur.
fiery chariot? It sounds like a jet to me, man.
I'm just saying, like the main Bible doesn't make you really think
What
there's
was the-
ancient astronauts, but like the banned books, sure. Maybe like with Azazel and the Watchers, maybe.
The flaming, is that Elijah?
Yeah, that's Elijah.
I thought it was Jacob.
No, that's Elijah.
Mm.
You're thinking of Jacob, and Jacob was like what? Israel? Yeah, Jacob was Israel.
There's so many people that see
Shit,
that have so many alien abductions, bro. Like, what's his name?
yeah, you think Job was living in a whale, bro? He was in a spaceship.
He was in a spaceship, bro.
Yeah, there was
You
no
know what I
giant
mean?
You,
whale.
you can't live in a whale. Are you kidding me?
Try telling that to the people that go to church every Sunday, bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're like,
What I'm saying.
sure wasn't an alien mothership.
You know what I love? You know what I love? It's like in the first book, they're like, oh, Adam and Eve, the first people ever. And they have 2 sons named Cain and Abel. Then Cain and Abel get married. To who?
Yeah.
To who?
Who are they fucking, dude?
To who?
Abel never got married. He was killed.
Or whatever. Abel, I thought they
Cain
got married.
did.
Yeah, he did. I thought they got married.
Sure.
Cain eventually decided to have kids after he was banished from
Out
Eden.
with who?
With who, though?
You know what?
With
Him and his
who?
brother were 3 and 4.
Yeah.
There was no 5 and 6.
Look, I'm not saying the Bible
does
makes
gloss
sense,
over
but it
that.
doesn't point to ancient
No,
astronaut
just-
theories.
No, it does. Ancient astronaut theories with the Anunnaki. So
Who did Cain fuck with? Must have been fucking Omicron.
there's only one other woman, dude.
I know.
That's not true. There was also Lilith, according to the banned books.
Lilith is later.
Oh my god.
It was also Lilith, the mother of demons.
That was later.
And plus, not to mention, you got the Watchers like Azazel and the Niflheim. That's where the flood
the
happened.
Nephilim, bro. Nephilim.
Giant cannibalistic giants.
Yeah, but where did they come from?
Yeah.
They
so
were
you telling me Cain was fucking a giant woman?
That's
Was
what
this Harry Potter? He was having a bunch of Hagrids? Like, what are you talking about
Bunch of
here?
I don't know what human would resist.
like,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
people,
so
and
you
you're,
have Lilith, and the thing about Lilith though is interesting.
I think Lilith was before Eve because he
Yeah.
made Lilith
She was the
first.
first
Depends.
wife.
It depends on which book you read.
Oh,
Lilith was made the same way Adam was made.
yeah, but then she was like, not.
Yeah, she was just like, why should I be subservient to you? We're the same thing. And of course, that couldn't happen because feminism in the Bible, fuck you. And so
It
she
was literally because she wanted to not be on the bottom for sex.
yes.
Oh, was it really?
Yes. And so she hooked up with Satan.
And then she was like, yeah. She was like, we gonna fuck, dude.
To her credit, Lucifer
She
was the
likes
most
them bad
beautiful
boys.
angel.
She likes them bad boys.
She likes it. She's like, Lucifer was like, fuck that guy. We'll do what we want.
To her credit, Lucifer was the most beautiful angel. He was the holder of the light.
Yeah, but he wasn't the most badass.
He wasn't.
How is he not? He's the king of hell. Who's more badass than Lucifer?
Michael, bro, the archangel.
Okay, Michael wouldn't have tapped that though. He was
Yeah,
too.
but he didn't need to. He beat Lucifer, bro.
He beat Lucifer, but as soon as he was just like, "Hey Lilith," God would be like, "No, Michael," and he would be like, "Okay," and then went home and jacked it.
But
No, he would not have done that because that is a sin.
that is a sin. That is a sin.
He would have just been a good boy and went home.
He would have just listened and he would have gone and lifted weights and fucking prepped for the next war. dude.
Look, look. I was confirmed under Michael. I'm a big Michael backer. Okay, I have a Michael statue right here.
Yeah, but why? So, but it sounds like you're more of a Lucifer
yeah.
kind of guy.
Listen. Only the good die young. Billy Joel said this to us.
That's why you got to be a bad guy, man.
We a bad podcast.
I'd rather rule in hell than be a servant in heaven.
We still did not answer the question who Cain fucked.
I know. And you're like, the Bible just glosses over that. Like,
It really
nothing.
does. It does.
They're like, and then
though.
some shit happened, and like, next
It
thing you
does. It
know-
says like, okay, and then Cain was banished. Anyway, here's Noah and the giant flood.
No, it's like they're in the city. They're in a city, and they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're coming
Yeah,
back
next,
from.
next thing you know,
It-
bro, it's
bro,
like fucking
Yeah, there's population everywhere. There's people
Yeah.
everywhere.
Look,
no sense.
0 sense.
look, we all know STDs came from like animals and
But
stuff
people-
like that.
but-
so that's probably the beginning of it.
People
You know,
were-
he was finding something, and then God was just like, "Yo, Cain, I know you killed your brother." God probably just made him a woman.
How come?
It's okay.
How come?
God can do anything.
But how come it's not in the Bible?
Does it need to? I mean, there is a whole bunch of books missing in between Cain
Yeah,
and the
but-
giant flood.
Yeah, but
They cut out the reason for the flood.
But the reason of the flood, I thought it was to kill off the giants.
Yeah, but that's not in the Bible.
Then how does everybody know it's to kill off the giants?
No, it's the Bible states it's to kill off the sinners, because the world was full with sinners. But Niflheim aren't
Yeah.
mentioned.
Oh, I thought
Yeah, he was trying to like reset the world, you know,
oh,
hard reboot.
Right.
very hard reboot.
Yeah, and it's also not 2 of every animal. It's like way more than that.
Yeah.
3 of every animal,
Like 7,
maybe 8.
Of certain animals were like 7 of each. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. Inbreeding wasn't really a thing back then.
What?
Except for the humans, apparently.
I know. He said, "What? No."
You know, we just answered our own question: Cain and Eve. There you
That's
go.
the only
That's the
option.
only. Yeah, I
Because
know.
not only was Cain banned, so was Adam and Eve. So they just probably hooked up with each other.
And that's how they populated Earth.
Yeah, and that's why the Bible's like, let's skip ahead a couple hundred years.
I mean, can you really blame them?
And then you just gaslight them. What do you mean it doesn't make any sense?
yeah.
What do
You know, are you calling the Bible blasphemy?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like
Like,
everybody's living for like 600 or 700 years. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Abraham was like 700 years when he died. Like
I think-
almost.
What do you
Yeah.
know? He was like 700 when he had his first fucking kid. Dude. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not normal.
And I think his
Abraham was
wife,
old as fuck, bro.
and then his wife was like 80 or something when she had her kid too with him.
Yeah, so like he had Ishmael first, right? Because what's her face? Rachel couldn't have kids. And
Rachel?
then
Was
what?
it Rachel Jacob?
Can't remember.
Nobody remembers. I just know.
I thought it was Rachel. I just threw that name out there. I could be way wrong.
Who knows?
But whoever his wife was,
It was
Could not have
it
kids.
was Isaac. Isaac was his first because he was supposed to sacrifice him.
He said, "I just threw that
And
name
then-
out there."
no. Isaac was after Ishmael.
Wasn't?
Mm.
Ishmael was the first one because like what's her face was supposed to be barren. So he was like, go bang your slave, and then they had Ishmael, and that's why the Muslims
Right.
hate the Jews. 'Cause
Right.
Ishmael was like, the oldest son of Abraham.
Hold on, you're
Right.
Then
saying that's
Isaac
why
was born.
you said
Then
that.
Isaac came, and then God was just like, "Okay, we're gonna sacrifice him."
wait,
and as he does
wait.
it, God's like, "I'm just trolling."
You're
He don't actually
saying
fucking
you're
do
saying
that.
the reason why Muslims don't like Jews is because of what?
It's because Ishmael was the oldest son of Abraham,
Yeah,
but he
So-
was like kind of like a bastard son because he was with the slave,
And that created
that's how they draw their lineage back to Abraham is through Ishmael.
yeah. Abraham is the common denominator.
Yeah, I know he's the Abrahamic religions or whatever. That's what they call them.
Yeah,
but I'm
they,
saying
they draw theirs through Ishmael. Everybody else draws theirs back through Isaac.
so all these like fights and wars over religion is over like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like illegitimate children. That's really what it comes down to.
Oh wow.
Right. So
Somebody wasn't in Daddy's will.
Yeah.
and he is pissed. That's really what it comes down to.
and the world hasn't recovered since.
Yeah, and they had to get Israel 2 days ago.
What was so
Like,
great about Abraham?
He was the beginning.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God. He was
God.
God's first prophet.
Mm.
Yeah, God said, "Hey, go kill your kid."
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do it. And he's like, whoa.
But I mean, like
dude.
that's really what
Abraham grew up in the city of Ur, which
But-
means he probably believed in the Anunnaki.
yeah,
And God
yeah.
was just like, Anunnaki, fuck them. They don't exist.
he was.
They're alien heretics.
Cain banged him.
Yeah.
telling you right now.
They're never coming back. You're never going to see Planet Nine.
But is that what Abraham is known for? Is how he was about to sacrifice his son and then
Yeah.
didn't? That's the only thing he's known for.
No.
Oh,
He's known
then
for
the angel came down. Said, "You're good."
Abraham was the first Jew.
Yeah, he is the Jew.
Yeah.
But he didn't like be like, all right, God told
God
me
spoke to him.
God spoke to him, and then what did he start preaching? What did he start talking about?
God was like, "Behold unto me the true God," and Abraham was just like, "Fuck yeah."
So you're saying he's doing a Joseph Smith pretty much?
Well, I don't.
Yeah, but he was like 700 years old. It was
Yeah.
different.
Oh, you're right. I mean, like if you are like,
Joseph Smith was 13.
you're right. You're right. I mean, like
he was
you
reading
never
his
know.
gold
He could have
tablets
been
in his
like
hat
he could have
that no
been
one could see.
1,300 years old. You know,
He
You
was
never-
not though, you know, because he was in like Illinois, right?
Boston,
Or,
I think.
No, it was like Missouri or something.
Missouri, yeah, somewhere out.
Some
gross
bullshit
part,
place.
yeah.
Yeah. That
And,
Jesus,
and there were, everybody's like, "Can we see?" He's like, "You wouldn't even be able to understand it unless I."
Jesus totally came to the middle of godforsaken fucking America where there was nothing going on here.
Oh my god!
They're like, "What's that? What's that guy's name?" It was Nephilim, and they're like, "Oh, dude, this guy's fucking genius."
It was like like Numenine.
Yeah, they're like all kinds of weird ass names, dude.
Why-
It's just literally a name that you would make up as a child.
Why
Yeah.
can't I? Why can't I like fall into place like this? Why can't I be like?
You need to have charisma, dude. It's all about.
Is that what it is?
It's all about having a
How did
cult
a-
of personality. That's how like
How did a
Joseph Smith happened, L. Ron Hubbard happened, probably Abraham happened.
Yeah.
That's how probably Jesus happened. That's how it all begins. It's just like you just need that personality, man.
that
I
charisma?
don't know, man. It doesn't seem like Jesus was very charismatic.
No, it doesn't actually. To me, it seems like Jesus
Maybe
was.
it's-
What are you talking about, man? He stormed into the fucking temple of Herod and was just like, fuck this place, and just started turning things over. I mean, like, how
There's a
would you?
bunch of fucking rabbis. Like that's not charismatic.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see you doing that.
what?
I mean, you don't know that.
yeah.
You don't, who hasn't busted into a room with a bunch of rabbis and be like, "This is bullshit."
I think you might. Yeah, but that's hate crime now.
I guess.
Turn
Only if
it
you're
over.
running in there with a Palestinian flag.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Then you're just a casualty at that point.
Jeez.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but Jesus didn't strike me as a charismatic motherfucker. You know.
Well, I mean, I would say like
Also, where are all the chicks, dude?
there. I mean, you had Mary Magdalene. That was the chick. That was the only
That's
chick, really.
A chick.
A check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the quota.
Yeah.
I know.
She was a prostitute, so you know
Was she,
what
though?
more did you need?
I don't think.
Ah,
I don't
but
think
I don't
she
think she
was.
was.
I don't think she was. Yeah.
No, you don't.
No,
think, you think she was Jesus' wife?
I think some guy got
No.
mad that he got rejected by Mary Magdalene and was like, that hoe.
I don't think it says it anywhere that she was actually a prostitute.
Yeah, I
That
don't
was like
think so
that was
neither.
like a later church thing.
All right, to be fair, the New Testament was boring compared to the Old Testament. The Old Testament was wild.
Dude, the Old Testament's badass, dude. People are dying and like fucking and like
Fucking had superpowers like Samson. It was
He'll-
crazy.
Yeah,
I think they
dude,
said.
are you
I think
kidding
they
me?
said in the Old Testament, God killed more people than Satan in the Old Testament.
I mean, his kill count was up there.
He's killed a lot. He
He's
killed everybody actually at one
Yeah,
point except for Noah and his family.
I mean, when you look at it, his kill death ratio was probably like 1,000,000 to 0.
Yeah.
I mean, that's God
his
tier
KD
right
was
there.
his
Well,
KD
yeah,
was top
well,
tier.
it's hard to have a D when you're like fucking you can't die.
Bro, it's
It, it was a wild KD ratio. Like, not even the most elite gamer could think of that.
And also like, you know, he kills everybody, Noah lives. Who the fuck are all these people fucking?
I
There's like 7 of them,
know,
right?
man. They just
No, Noah had a family, and I guess the same thing. Like after Sodom and Gomorrah, when Lot fucked his daughters, Noah probably did the same thing. I
He
mean,
had to.
It's like who are like
why are we questioning this? This is
because
bordering on
these
heresy
need to be
here.
questioned. These need to be questioned.
I don't think this is heresy.
These,
you know,
these need to be. It's heresy if you don't question it. If you just go along with it.
Oh yeah, because that's the one thing the Catholic Church likes is being questioned.
Yeah, they're real good at that.
They love that shit.
It needs to be questioned, man.
No,
It
it's
doesn't
fine.
make sense.
Just believe in
Doesn't
it.
make sense.
Abraham was 700 years old. Moses was like 400 or something like that.
Moses
Moses
was old as fuck. dude.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
old and he did the most, man, and couldn't even see the promised land.
Yeah, he walked
Yeah, dude.
40 years for a thing
40
that took 4
fucking
days.
years.
He did the most,
Dude,
bro.
I also like everybody knows that these motherfuckers didn't have a calendar, so it was probably like a couple months. And these motherfuckers like, damn, that was a long time, dude.
Bro.
That had to been like 40 years, guys.
Yeah. I'm like 700 now.
It's like,
Jesus.
bro. They're like, oh my god, this was a long walk.
I mean, when you think about it, when they did get to it, none of the original like Israelites that went to find Israel, none of them survived. It was all their kids that took Jerusalem, like Joshua and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, like, still like
What do you mean still?
40 years though.
Yeah, so 40 years probably happened. I mean, you had to have
can't-
kids.
You can't live in the desert for 40 years. That's not- that's
No, they had manna.
They had mana, they had magic.
No,
Yeah.
that's what it was. That what kept them alive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like,
According
yeah.
to
You read the hold on, time out. You read the Bible. How do you not know about this?
last time I checked, the thing they survived on was like watered down wine and leavened bread. They love that shit. Leavened bread
They
was
called,
the tits.
yeah, they called it like manna. They had like it was
I think it was every morning manna was on the ground or something
My-
and they ate it.
it was something weird. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like this like magical.
It was a magical thing, man. It really was.
Also, where do they get all that gold to make that idol? Like where
I
do they get all this
know.
shit from?
I know.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine Egypt just had plentiful. They were just like, I'll just take this, I guess.
They were the slaves, brother. They left.
They had no gold. That's why they left.
What are we talking about here? They
Look.
left with matzah. That's all it is.
Look, matzah was cool as hell back then.
I ain't
They
gonna
loved
lie.
that
You know
stuff.
what? They probably stole it. They probably stole the. They
probably
were
did
like, you
steal
know what? We're running
They're
out of
probably
here.
just like, look, no one's using it.
they looted.
Did anybody really ask? Like maybe they 40 years in the desert, they were just like on the other side of the river, just watching them. You know, they have like fucking raiding parties, go back over.
I mean, if you're a Ramses, you're just like, man, they're standing there an awful long time.
Why? It's 40 years, bro. They're still there.
Considering like Egypt back then probably controlled, Palestine and stuff like that, at least that area, because I know Tutmos III conquered it, so they're probably just like, man, we conquered that in like a year.
What?
and
Hold
it's
on,
taken you a very
remember-
long time to get there.
Remember?
Yeah, why are these Jews just walking in a circle, dude?
But hold on.
See, this is why we didn't care that they left at
How
this
did
point.
how did Moses part the Red Sea though?
God.
God did it? Do you not think he did?
Because like that's the one thing you can't think logically on. Like, well, if they did go through the sea,
Yeah, because Jews can't swim, dude. So like,
like
maybe they got like a bridge or a low tide.
Yeah.
I don't know.
According to the Michelle Pfeiffer song, anything is possible when you believe.
That's true. But then once they got across,
There can be miracles.
Ramsey did Ramsey get killed by the river?
Ramses II is the greatest pharaoh of all time. He didn't get killed. I don't even know why they said it was like Ramses II, because like that dude he lived to be like 109.
But he chased after them, right?
Yeah, because he changed his
Yeah.
mind at the last second. Yeah.
Well, Moses was 400, so like,
Yeah, it's just so
109,
Ramsey's just
fucking
like a
amateur shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said like they killed Ramses' kid, Ahmadinejad. Fuck, that's not
Ahmadinejad?
That's
Damn,
not
dude.
Iranian prime minister. No.
Yeah.
They killed his son.
Ahmed Ahmadinejad was alive. Okay.
Yeah. My bad. I can't remember his son's name, but like,
Give it another go.
another name, just
You
throw it out
know,
there.
do you believe in the plague, the seven plagues?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the plagues.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Frogs, locusts, death,
Yeah,
disease.
it all came
Death was the one that got me. I'm not
About that.
Yeah, I'm
because
good
you
on
gotta
that
put
one.
goat's blood over your door frame.
Yeah, it passed over. If you did
Magically,
that.
it's like, yeah. Well, it's the oldest son, right? The first
Yeah.
born.
Yeah, the oldest son would be claimed if you didn't have goat's blood on your door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I always have a
Yeah.
yeah, he got one.
helping a goat's blood on the entry.
Logically
keep one
though,
in-
logically
I keep
though,
a spare just in case.
logically, like, what could that have been? Like, you can't like make up like that's not like a myth that you can just be like.
I mean,
Who's this-
locusts happen, right? That's a thing.
Mhm.
Raining frogs is actually a thing.
Really?
It is a thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's like a really weird anomaly, especially in that part of the world.
Raining frogs.
I remember the
Yeah.
kid's name. It was I'm here, Kevin Chef.
Ooh.
Bam.
Yeah.
How can it
I'm gonna do Chef
rain
Boyardee.
frogs? How does clouds get frogs?
They don't come from clouds, dude. They just get blown up. It's like
Yeah.
a storm. They like, suck them
Oh.
up and then they move over.
Okay.
A cloud- yeah, clouds get frogs, dude.
What is like? I was not making sense. I was like, what?
Look, all I can say is, dude, like Exodus, it probably happened that way. I'm a good
Exodus
Catholic.
is pretty dope.
Yeah,
Exodus is pretty dope. It's a great
Exodus-
album.
great album.
It's a great book.
They took the Ark of the Covenant.
They made the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, yeah.
It was the whole purpose.
Out
was
of
to hold
what?
the
Nobody
testaments.
fucking knows because they were in the desert
Yeah.
for 40 fucking years.
Look, man, the
But yet they
desert
made this
provides.
ornate gold box.
Are you trying to
Yeah,
say
break.
God wouldn't provide for them? Wow.
Well, he did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He provided through the.
There's an
burning bush.
alternate theory that they stole the Ark of the Covenant. That's why Ramses went after him. They said Ramses.
heard that
They
one.
said Ramses had the Ark of the Covenant, and then while they were leaving, they took it, and then that's why Ramses went after
They
him.
took it.
Yeah.
What the?
The
what are we
Ark of the
talking about
Covenant's
here?
purpose was to hold the Ten Commandments.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was what it
and,
was
the
for.
staff, right?
Mm.
Moses' staff. Then
Yeah.
he turned into a snake.
Like, you ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark? It was
Oh,
because
yeah.
they opened the Ark of the Covenant to see the Ten Commandments. That's
Yeah.
why all those people's faces melted and shit.
Yeah, radiation poisoning.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I can't see the Jews trying to escape, but like, hey, we gotta stop by Ramses' house and get the ark.
I can see. Hey, man.
What are we talking about, dude?
Hey, bro, we're leaving. Tonight is the night, and we're
We're in-
looting, and then we're leaving.
I mean, to
We're
be
taking
honest,
everything.
if I was a slave and they were just like, okay, you can leave, I'm taking what I can.
See,
I mean, yeah, but you gotta,
See?
you gotta be. What did they have the fucking
They knew-
Mossad back then?
they
They're
knew.
like,
Well, I mean, like they were like, bro, this is gonna be a long journey, 40 years. We
gotta
bring
carry this
something.
giant box,
we
too,
gotta
like-
bring something.
What are you talking about?
Ramsey has this really cool box. Like, we should carry that in our 40-year journey. Just carry this.
What other books in the Bible are there?
There's a lot, dude. There's like, what is it? Like Genesis, there's Exodus, there's Job, there's
Numbers,
fuck
What's the-
numbers.
what's
Fuck
dichotomy?
numbers, fuck Psalms.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Fuck Deuteronomy. Judges is good.
What is Deuteronomy?
Damn, David is
Deuteronomy is that
good.
about war, right?
Kings is good. Deuteronomy is like a compilation of, hey, this guy said something.
It's also like a lot of like rules and laws. Like Numbers and Deuteronomy are about like how you're supposed to live.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why a lot of people quote, like, gay people shouldn't exist. They take it from those things.
what about Revelations?
Revelations is in the New Testament, and it's boring. Like, you would think it would be all fire and brimstone, all cool, apocalypse, rapture, but it's boring.
Yeah.
They just talk about the serpent eating the world, and it sounds like Norse mythology, like with the
Yeah, but you also got the
Jormungandr.
four horsemen of the apocalypse.
I do like that.
Ooh,
I do like the four horsemen. They're
ooh.
cool. Pestilence,
dope.
famine,
Right.
death, and war. All right,
That's pretty dope.
All
I've
right.
gone way over.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching Back Society. Thank you so much. This is Jay signing off.
Yes.
And of course,
And Chris.
Yeah.